This will be a day long remembered. Now I am the master.
Welcome to another episode of Legends and Theories, and welcome to my review of Young Justice Phantoms episode 13. And this is Break My Heart in reverse, because, well, it's still a Zatanna thing, and this is also the mid-season finale, and it's also really interesting. There are going to be spoilers, so let's go into it. And, yeah, we have some pretty interesting and crazy stuff that happens in this, including the fact that Superboy is actually dead, but there's something that's keeping his spirit at unrest, and it seems likely we will see his ghost later on in the show. And that is interesting since, well, with Kid Flash, they have kept it very vague to see if he has survived or not. But with Superboy, they are fully confirming he is dead, but there might be a way to bring him back. Not 100% sure, but it is interesting, and I am pretty excited to see how this goes. We also have a continuation of Beast Boy's depression, and now he has been broken up with his girlfriend, who is the queen. I can't remember. It's Perdita. So yeah, it's pretty bad for him. And yeah, I think this is definitely going to be, well, it'll be eventually be resolved. And it's pretty interesting that they are doing this as a side plot. And I wonder if anything about Superboy's ghost will help him get over it. Yeah, that was a pretty interesting part. I think that while watching it, we also have some other crazy things. I think that, yeah, it was just so odd that so much has been happening with it, and they haven't really, confirmed anything about Kid Flash in years, but they have pretty quickly confirmed the fate of Superboy. And I think that's a good thing that they're, actually keeping their characters dead. It's definitely different from comic books where, well, someone dies and they're back the next week. The Superboy will be back in some way. I think it's just saying that, well, he is at least still dead for now, although there is a chance they could bring him back, but I don't know if they will. And we also have some other interesting stuff with the main storyline, including that Mary is once again returning to her Shazam form after being rejected to being the new Dr. Fate because, well, part of being the new Dr. Fate plan because she is way too overboard and too consumed with wanting to have power. And that's going to definitely lead to problems. I'm wondering who was talking to her, who was just her, well, Shazam personality, or if it was something more and she was actually being manipulated by a villain. We also now have a alliance between Vandal Savage and the Lords of both Chaos and Order. This is very interesting, and I am honestly excited to see how this continues. There has been really no development in the Legion of Superheroes storyline. I'm kind of surprised in that, but it's still going to be interesting to see continue. I am also very excited to see really what happens next in Young Justice. There are storylines a few that need to happen. We need one focusing on well, we needed focusing on Nightwing and also Aqualad, who is now Aquaman. And yeah, I think that either way, this could be cool. I'm not sure who they will be doing the next one on. Oh, and there's also Rocket, but I'm not sure what they're going to be doing with her and who she'll be with, since she was one for the least amount of time in the first season, so she may have a shorter arc. But she still is in the opening credits. And this is mainly focusing on the original members, which I do like, since this has a lot of main characters in it. And I'm still excited to see how this goes. And I need to go to the basic plotline. We have some really interesting stuff with Clarion now returning with a new Teakle, who is now just a little kitten, and he is planning to conquer really everything once again, but he did have an alliance with Fate, and he was able to take down Child. I also like that really almost everyone was involved, although the new the one that took Dr. Fate's mantle didn't do too much. That was not Fight. It was Mary who was kind of almost killing everyone, but then kind of got knocked out, which was still a major part. And then we had, I believe her name was like 13, and she was able to defeat Flaw and banish Child. And finally, we have the really nice ending where Zatanna is able to almost free her father, with them now taking turns on becoming Fate. So now she will be Dr. Fate for a few weeks, well, for a week, and then everyone else will be it for a week. So now Dr. Fate is ultimately between four people. And it's a nice ending. I thought that they may have actually temporarily killed Dr. Fate in this, with his helmet being destroyed. But I was wrong with that. I thought it could have been cool though. And I'm still excited to see how this is going to continue. I am excited to see the rest of this, and I'm guessing, from what it sounds like, we will get the new season, well, not the new season, the continuation of the season in either March or April. And Peacemaker doesn't start, well, until January 13th. So that should be 2 weeks. And I will have reviews of that when it comes out. I'm not sure if there's any other DC shows, and I'm surprised there actually is a break, since it went from Titans to Titans and Doom Patrol to Doom Patrol and Young Justice and to Titans on one night, since there was the finale, and then just down to Doom Patrol and Young Justice, and finally just Young Justice. So I'm surprised there actually was a break, or if they didn't have it a little better planned out. Also, from what it sounds like, they have finished all the episodes of Young Justice in animation, because based on what was said, all the episodes should have been finished by the end of November, and even if it took them a little more time, it's the end of December. So I think that they're good. Yeah, I'm excited to see how this continues. Let me know what you thought of the episode down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode of Legends and Theories. Thank you for watching this episode of Legends and Theories. Please subscribe, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, check out the video on screen, and may the Force be with you.